Hi. I didn't know if my link was working, so it like looked funny. So I was trying to make sure that it looked okay so that everyone could hop on.
Cash went right to bed.
Huh?
Cash went right to bed.
Yeah. You were right. He was like super tired.
He was like zoned out.
All right. Just kind of finishing up that little thing just so people have a visual.
Cool. Katie, Anjali, and I worked tonight.
Oh, fun.
Yeah.
I wanted to, but when I saw the time, I was like, not a big deal.
And AJ and I talked about business hours yesterday.
Oh,
So that was good.
That's what I need to be doing.
Susan, how's your back?
Better. I make that face. It's a lot better.
Okay, recording. All right, everybody. So welcome to the Diamond Retreat 2019 call that Allison and I are hosting tonight's call. And we're just going to talk about what the plan is and how you can earn this and how we can all have like a kick-ass time together. Like, it'll be here before you know it, right? Because Christmas will be here before you know it. So, I know some of you saw the place. We kind of have been looking around at places that it was, would be warm, but not getting into like the craziness of summer and the Success Club trip. And Summit and just the craziness of that. So we went back and forth between mountain and beach and all of that. And so this place is in North Carolina on a lake. Hey, Katie. And so we figured April was a time that it would at least be nice because it's south. We wanted to do something different, not necessarily like on a beach. And we wanted something that we could have a really nice outdoor area to do things outside, do our workouts outside, have a nice like porch. I think you all have already like dreamed of like what our team would be doing there. So it kind of like, I saw it, I had been looking and that one kind of like really jumped out at me. I sent it to Allie and she was like, oh my gosh. So that's our plan. The dates that we had in mind are April 11th through 14th. We were trying to do it before school vacations and Easter, after the Success Club trip. It would be 3 nights, Thursday through Sunday, hoping that, people that have kids, it's doable. And you'd only need like Thursday and Friday off of work. So we wanted to give you guys enough time that if you're going to run for this, that you have time to plan. Maybe if you're close enough, you might be able to drive. And I feel like most of the team is on this half of the US. So we felt like it was pretty doable for most people. So anything else about the place or anything? So it's Lake Norman. If any of you guys follow Chelsea Pearson, she lives like there. And we were like, it was kind of weird. I sent Ellie the place and then I opened my Instagram and she had this like stunning picture, Chelsea, of like her in front of the lake. And I was like, okay, I think this is meant to be. So we just are going to dream and manifest and pray on this. And we hope that you guys are all get excited and this is something that you want to go for. Obviously, if you guys are like, no, I'm not in for this, then it's not something we do. But we think it's something that I know there's a lot of you that are really close to Diamond. And I think having something really fun that would just kind of be like, oh my gosh, if we could do this all together, it would be something really fun to do together as a team. And just have like team photos and just do all that fun stuff just to bond together as a team. Like I'm getting the chills right now. So we're going to tell you what you need to do to earn a spot to be there, what's included, and how you can earn some additional cash or flights or gas money if you're driving.
Yay.
So I kind of just made a little sheet so you guys can visualize what we're going to talk about. And you can let me know if you can see and don't mind my background. I just made this on Canva, so tell me how big it needs to be. I'm going to go to the top. What can you see and what can you not?
I can see it. I just had to move mine.
Should I make it bigger?
No. I think that's plenty big. Maybe cover up some more of your pictures. There you go. And then a little bit over. Yeah.
Good?
Yeah.
All right, I'll let you take it away, Allie. You can chat a little bit.
Yeah. Okay. So we're going to keep the qualification simple, and we want to give you time to do this. So the goal is to reach Diamond by November 21st and hold it for 6 weeks. And we're going to be with you, helping you go through your downline, doing whatever we can to make sure you're a solid Diamond, so that, this is definitely something you can do. And if that sounds scary, I know a lot of you had said you wanted to do it by January or by, like you have different dates in your head, but this one is just before all the holiday madness starts. So we have now to really help you and push for it together. And yeah, you can do it. You could totally do this. We're going to make it happen. There will be an exception for coaches who sign up this month. Basically, they'll have until February 15th. And same thing, they'll have to hold it for 6 weeks, because we're giving you, most of you have been coaches for a while. So newer people, like they're going to have, 6 months? Yeah, 6 months to get to Diamond. So we think it's definitely doable. We know people have done it in 30 and 60 days, even within our own team, so it can happen. And then we're going to do a little bonus. If you do earn any star diamonds, whether that's you make somebody else on your team, like your spouse or whoever count, if you do the You Plus Me, if you make them a diamond, and so you're a 1-star diamond, you'll get $100 towards your flight. And if you have coaches on your team who advance, maybe you're a 2-star by then, which would be awesome, we'll give you another $100. So $100 per star. Does that make sense? Okay.
I'm going to talk now because I kind of know what it is. I minimized like you guys, so I can't see you. So if you have any questions, just say something. Okay, so talking about like how are you going to do this? So obviously you have to look at your diamond map, look in your downline. Many of you are already well on your way to diamond. So if you're brand new, just talk to your coach and we will explain exactly how this works to map it out of how you can do this and how you want to reverse engineer. So if you have a goal of hitting a certain number of coaches, then how you will reverse engineer that to break it down to every week. Especially with us doing these 21-day run groups, absolutely every single week you should be focusing on how many coaches you want to recruit each week, and then per average per month. So obviously if you hit diamond before the goal date, you're going to have a lot more time to make it stronger, so that when you once November, whatever it was, 21st comes, it's not as stressful and you're not like, oh my gosh, like staring at your downline and seeing like if anyone's going inactive, and it's just a lot more enjoyable if you have a strong diamond, and that way you don't have to worry so much about it. So as you guys know, we have a coaching event every single week. So I'm just going to say, for example, maybe you only need 4 coaches. Maybe you have 4 coaches right now and an emerald, and you need 4 coaches and another emerald. So we have a coaching event every single week. So let's say that you had 10 people at a coaching event. Probably 1 person out of 10 would say yes. I think even if you had 5 people at an event, there's usually a good chance of 1 person saying yes, especially with enough follow-ups and saying, even if like the next week they don't sign up, I feel like with enough follow-ups, 1 of those people will usually end up signing up. So if you have to just break it down into how many people you want to have every single week at a coaching event, because let's say that I kind of broke it down a little bit. If you signed up 1 person a week, if you invited enough people to an event, let's say 1 in 5 said yes, and you had 5 people at an event, maybe 1 week you only had 2 or 3, and it averaged to even 2 coaches a month. So let's say in August, because we're halfway through, maybe you get 1 coach, and then in September, October, November, December, that is like a minimum of 8 coaches by the end of the year. That's with recruiting 2 coaches a month, so every other week. So if you break it down that way, 8 coaches at the end of the year. If you were starting with no coaches right now, you could literally hit diamond just by focusing on that. So really start like 10xing, whatever that means to you. I'm going to stop screen sharing. So I had a call with Maria today, and we were just talking about really like when you want to run, having as many people as you can on those What Is Coaching events, because that's what's going to move your business forward. So if right now you're like, I am in this running mode, maybe every single day you're like, I'm mostly focusing on invites, and then one day a week I'll just add a bunch of people. And really just getting as many people you can to that coaching event. Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, like inviting your ass off to the coaching event. And then Friday, Saturday, maybe you need one day off. But I'm just saying, for example, maybe those 2 days, then you focus on finding people on Instagram or adding people to your network. But really seeing like, okay, if I invite, let's say you wanted 10 people to the coaching event. I feel like a lot of people say yes to the event because it's not like super committed. But let's say like 1 in 10 people said yes. I think more than would say yes, but let's just say 1 in 10 for numbers. So if 1 in 10 people said yes, you'd have to invite 100 people to the coaching event to have 10 people there. So 100 divided by 6 days a week, if I give you a day off, is 15. So 15 people a day you'd have to invite to the coaching event. To have 10 people say yes, if 1 in 10, I think you have better probability. I think that if you invited 10 people a day to the coaching event, you're going to have a lot more people than you do now. And then over the next few weeks, start seeing how many people said yes. I invited, say you invited 10 one day, 12 another day, 8 one day, and you totaled up how many you invited. See how many said yes, and then the following do the same thing again. And see if you can find a ratio for what's working for you, for how many people you need to be inviting to get a certain amount of people at your event. And then over the 4 weeks, you can start seeing a trend that works for you because everyone is different. Some people say 1 in 10 works. Some people say it's like you invite 30 and get all no's, and then your next 30, you get 3 yeses. So it's, it all averages out. But using the next 4 weeks to really use that as a map of like, okay, how many do I need to be inviting? And out of the next couple of weeks, how many signups do you get that actually sign up to be a coach? And that will give you like a good map of what to do for September, October, November, December. And really just focusing like talking to everybody, all of your recent customers, everybody that you've invited to the What Is Coaching event in the past year that has either said no or has come and hasn't committed, you need to be reaching out to all of those people all over again. Because I have girls that are signing up now to coach that I have talked to for a year because it just wasn't the right time. People's lives are changing. People get pregnant. People are going on. People want to quit. The girl messaged me and she's like, I want to quit my job. I think I need to sign up. You never know what's going on. So don't discount people because you've asked them before. Like basically your whole year of conversations, you could be reaching out to all those people. So don't feel like you don't have enough people to invite. If you're like, holy crap, 10 a day, it doesn't have to be 10 new people. It can be 1,000 of your old Facebook friends that you've already been talking to. So don't feel like you don't have the people to talk to. So I feel like if you really push yourself, if this is something that you truly want, make yourself have a non-negotiable. Like I need to have, if it's 5 for you at the coaching event, if it's 10 for you at the coaching event, and figure out how many invites you need to be doing over the next few weeks to get that number every single week. So kind of like have a game plan for yourself. Every week I know I need to be inviting 7 to the coaching event every day, or I need to be inviting 13, and just focus on that time. And if you guys are showing up every day and you're doing your workouts and you're sharing it and you're sharing your nutrition, like you're showing up every day. You're doing what you need to do to be a coach. So if 3 days goes by and you don't add to your network, or 3 days goes by and you don't start new conversations, but you're inviting to the What Is Coaching events this whole time, you're going to move your business forward. So don't feel like, oh crap, I'm like not doing those things. If you dedicate majority of your time to inviting, and a couple, maybe it's 1 or 2 days that you focus on, maybe I'm going to add 10 people to my network today because I didn't do it this week. Or starting new conversations. So you have more people that you feel like, because I know people will say, I don't have anyone to talk to, anyone to invite. So, creating those new relationships. I know people that have paying for Instagram followers right now. You guys definitely are getting more people to be talking to. Some people have been asking me how much that is that I'm paying. For me, it's worth it. If it's 1,000 people a month I'm getting for $80, that's 1,000 more people that are seeing my page every single day, my stories. And so for me to hit my goals, if it's $80 a month, that's something that's worth it to me. So if like something like that, you want to talk to your coach about, where I was telling Maria today, like I almost don't have to focus as much on adding people to my network, because that does that for me, because I'm getting, 5 to 1,000 followers a month. So that's adding to my network. I'm paying someone to do that. And then just starting the conversations, always talking to people and just really being like, okay, if I want to do this, having the why in front of you, having a picture of the retreat in front of you, having a picture of your child in front of you, whatever it is. And we're going to have probably a Facebook thread to just, whoever is like game on in this, we'll have a thread for people to be like checking in and just supporting one another. But really like doing the reverse engineering and give yourself like, okay, if I want to hit diamond by, let's say October 15th is your goal, reverse engineer so that you hit it by October 15th. So you have a whole month to be, maybe you could get 2 or 3 more coaches to keep that diamond stable. If you're already close to diamond, set your goal for like 30 days from now and have your diamond be that strong so that you're not even worrying about it. And you're like, fuck, I'm going on this trip and I'm like, I've got it solid. So that come mid-November, you're not even worrying about it. Obviously having discount coaches, like those are going to make your diamond stronger. And then if you can get like a second emerald, it's like, boom. If you can get a few extra discount coaches, and then if you get 2 emeralds on both sides, you basically don't have to worry about it. So again, the spouse, the mom, the best friend, and tell them, be like, oh my gosh, I'm so excited. I could earn this trip. That's amazing. Like people maybe will support you, and, get your mom to emerald, or get your, I've even been like, maybe I'll set up my dad, like who knows, maybe Dawn will be an emerald coach.
Yeah, and I wanted to add too, as far as running out of people to talk to and wanting to feel comfortable with inviting, like this week, you should be inviting like a crazy person to the free group, because it is so easy to invite someone to the business or to a challenge group after you've given them, like this Mason jar meal plan is awesome. And so you're building that relationship, that trust. And then if they're doing good, and they're motivating you, like it's so easy to invite them and say like, you just did awesome at this. Have you thought about doing what I'm doing? I thought of you because, I loved seeing your posts in the group, or whatever it is. So just like, that's my focus for this week, is like going crazy with inviting to the free group, like 20 people a day. Just keep it a simple message. I can post what I was sharing in our run group, but focus on that. And then also we're going to kind of play around with the What is Coaching events. Like we've been doing them in the Facebook group. Christina just did one as an event and it went really well. And so I think we're going to try that. And so also for you guys to just start thinking too, if you want to run your own What is Coaching, like Facebook event or whatever it is, and you want us to like help run it with you or guest speak on it to give you that, whatever you call it, edification or all that stuff, like we'll do that with you too, like whatever you need. But like yesterday I invited 22 people to her event, because now you can, when you invite people to a Facebook event, you can send a message. So you can type out your message and then just click the person and it sends them individually to people. And so out of the 22, 5 said yes, 1 signing up, and then I have to follow up with more of them. A couple people said it was a bad time or whatever, but like it literally took me like 15 minutes or less to invite that many people.
And that's like an amazing ratio. That's like 1 in 4 or 5.
Yeah. So that's why like the 1 in 10 is like.
Yeah. I think that's very like, for the event, I feel like 1 in 10 is.
Yeah.
It's more than that.
And also people to invite too, like anyone who's watching your stories loves you because they watch you every day. Like just invite them. People who comment and like your posts, invite them to the free group, just send them messages, start building that relationship now so that you can invite like crazy. And then also anytime someone's signing up, like give them the option, start giving them the coaching option when they sign up. If they're getting a challenge pack, just ask them if they want that VIP discount. We can give you the wording on what to use. I feel like we have it somewhere, but you can say, do you want to sign up like this or like this? Because people are more likely to stay drinking Shakeology longer if they're getting it for the discount and their coaches. So
Yeah, I mean, I've just been like, anyone that you have as a customer, I'm just reaching out being like, hey, as your coach, I would love for you to get on this call. You can learn about discounts or any opportunities moving forward. Like, super simple. It doesn't have to be like about the business, about coaching. It can be about like learning about opportunities, discounts on products, like, and that way, you know, maybe covering the cost of your own products. So you can get products for free. You don't have to coach. It's just like more relaxed and laid back, so they don't feel like they have to run a business.
Yeah. But yeah, we didn't talk about like, so as far as the retreat goes, like we're paying for the house, for the food, for any events we do. So you would just be responsible for your flight or for driving for your gas or whatever. That's why we're doing the bonus for Star Diamonds. But yeah, it's crazy.
Any questions so far? Anyone scared, nervous, excited, like you want to throw up? Anything?
Throwing up.
Excited, no, throwing up.
But yeah, it's gonna be so fun. We wanted to do this for a while and we're like, we're just making it happen. We just gotta do it.
Yeah, I think there's like 16 beds, so there's plenty of space.
Yeah, and there's crazy tub and hot tub and bonfire.
Yeah.
I know. So just now I was sitting upstairs, I'm like, do you think Chelsea would come by? Like, we gotta do some major stalking or bribing,
She can be your guest speaker.
right?
Yeah. Oh God, that would be amazing. I'm trying to think if there's anything else before we let everyone go.
Any questions?
So I guess just comment in the Facebook event page if it's something that you are interested in, and that way we know who wants to go for it, and then we can start a Facebook thread. And if you're new, just reach out to your coach and we can talk to you about like what diamond is, because if you're brand new, you probably aren't even sure. But it's like, if you have enough drive and you want it, like anyone that's new can absolutely do this. So don't feel like because you're new, you can't do it. I even have a few girls that are like dragging on signing up, and I was like, you might want to sign up like ASAP. There's something really exciting.
Yeah, and you can even use, well, I guess you couldn't use that, but you can use like Summit, and I'm signing up for Success Club trips and stuff for motivation for your coaches.
I mean, I would really like over the next couple of days, just like look at all your customers in the back office, anyone that you have been talking to, even people that have, you invited maybe to a coaching event in the spring or beginning of the year or last year. I would really do like a year back.
I invited people to the free group today that I haven't talked to since like 2015, but I'm like, man, I'm just gonna invite you to this free group. Like, you never know. So
yeah, and I've been getting some new people on Instagram that I'm like, just write stuff from Instagram on the questionnaire, and I've been getting new people from there too. So definitely post on Instagram. I did like a link in my bio. I did like polls, like you guys all do polls, but I did do a link in my bio too, and people have been clicking it and requesting access. So it's definitely a good way. And I do like the way she ends it, this mason jar group, and goes into like a challenge group purchase. So I think where it's like meal prepping and all that. And I think if we're talking about the containers, like we can say like, this is our mason jar meal and this is the container equivalent. They'll be like, well, they won't know what that means, but it'll start like triggering questions and things like that. All right, I'll stop there.